I'm ready to lift the curse. I've got all the artifacts.
Then there is a chance we will soon move against Edirn, and you will recover your memory.
I'll need your help, sorcerer, to find the right ghosts.
Ah, they will find you. The artifact's aura will lure them. Allow them to think, speak, and act. Then you will know what to do. Geralt, there's something else out there. I scanned the battlefield and noticed the visitor's ghost. It's different from the others. It's changed.
A Draug. I expected as much.
Good luck, Witcher.
Where are you?
of the autumn, that the fruit is plentiful.
The one's picking up.
You'll be picking enemy heads today.
No reason to wait. Slaughter the cat when he must.
Wait. Time's not right. Sometimes I forget what we're fighting for.
Powerful kings have no choice but to wage wars.
Then why don't them avenge and Henselt's duel to settle things? My brother-in-law is from Kedwin, a decent fellow.
Once I was at a market there. Quality goods, cheaper than our merchants too.
Bloody hell, shut it! Every Kedwinian's a bastard!
Do you know what they'll do to our women if we lose this battle? Have you forgotten that they've come to pillage, burn and steal our land? Are we to give it away? Orsansi, Autumn! No. Wait for the signal. There's no time to lose! Silence!
Archers! Light your arrows! Aim at the first ditch! Get them! Capture the enemy standard!
The standard's in enemy hands. We're sitting ducks here. You need to tell the commander we were ambushed. We can't hold without reinforcements.
I'm to tell him!
No, Princess Syphilis. Move it, imbecile, before they slaughter us to a man.
I shall make it. First battle. Killed my first man. Got blood on my hands.
Take cover! They're shooting! Cease shooting! He's one of ours!
My lord, the leader of the Dun Banner sent me. We were ambushed. We can't hold.
Weren't your scouts keenly watching the battlefield, Captain?
Yes, sir. They must have dug those ditches in the night. The field was cleared by day. Lady Glephisic scanned it with her magic during the night.
10 lashes to each scout. Hang every third one.
My lord, we need support.
There will be no reinforcements. You must hold. And you, Glephisic, I'll settle this after the battle. The king will learn of your incompetence.
Battles are won or lost by the commanders, not by sorceresses. Remember, I'll make a report too, and...
I've finished talking to you, witch. Time to win this battle. My lords, to your banners! We enter the fray!
Maybe you finished with me, but that doesn't mean I finished with you. Nadovesave.
How can we help you, Sabrina?
My place at Hensel's court is threatened. Furthermore, if Vandergrift wins the battle, nothing will stop Hensel from taking Upper Edda.
The balance of power in the north will be upset. What do you intend?
I shall summon Melgar's fire to the battlefield. It will kill Vandergrift and weaken both sides.
Any use of unconventional weapons may be severely censored.
I'm aware of that.
Hensel's hegemony is counter to the Lodge's plans. We will help you, but remember, in the event that you fail, you'll be on your own.
I am ready.
That's all you've got? You're dying fast, like roaches under my boot. Is there a Kenwenny to match Selkirk of Gallic on this field? Visitor! I've long awaited this meeting.
Leave, Ghost.
I'll not give up an opportunity to duel Vandergrift.
He will kill you.
Selkirk does not fear death.
When you die, your soldiers will die every day afterwards. Forever. Leave. This is a task for a witcher, not a knight.
I do this solely for my men.
Take that.
Mercy.
You have failed me!
Who are you?
Your nightmare! Archers! says!
Come on!
Should have stayed at home, Vandergriff. First mages to die after such a victory. Gods, we can't fight such sorcery.
Sorcerer's hail, unclean fire, we're doomed!
Why are they doing this?
As the prophecy says, the time will come when sorceresses turn on men. Flaming balls rain from the sky, and destruction will be unleashed.
What should we do? Wait here for death?
I shall lead you as a shepherd leads his flock, safely from the dark abyss. Stop firing! Our men are dying! A massacre! Save us, sire!
Sabrina, is that your work?
Order your troops forward, Your Majesty. The Adernian army is routed.
Not only the Adernian, look at that terrified horde. This very morning they were the finest of my knights.
They'll make it if they're reinforced.
Who allowed you to use magic?
Sire, if you strike now, Lormark will be yours.
You've tainted my honor, brought death to dozens of knights.
Sire, the battle was lost.
You put me to shame before them of end. His troops fought like men of honor should, to the end. Sabrina Gleversing, I sentence you to death. You shall burn the stake. I will return to claim my birthright.
July 25th, 1270. The forests of Angren. No mighty mortal, no heap of meat or strong man can parry the strike of the Slizzard's tail. Letho couldn't either, but by some miracle he survived. I helped him. After all, Witchers on the path should help each other. He had two comrades, brother Witchers from the School of the Viper. The hunt continued south, and Letho of Gullet knew where it was going. He knew where the hellish chase would end.
Finally awake?
Where are we?
In one of the safest places in the camp, my friend.
The brothel?
Mm-hmm.
Did you come here to fuck?
You gotta be kidding! My friend on his deathbed? I couldn't possibly do that.
Look around. You're in a whorehouse.
In a professional capacity only.
How did I wind up here?
I found you out in the fields, unconscious.
The fog?
Gone. 3 days ago.
3 days? You sure?
Mm-hmm. In that time, Roach ventured deep into Kedwen on some secret mission. Managed to go off and come back.
Cedric was right. The power within the Battle of Spectres restores memory.
Ah. So, did you get a look at another chapter of the epic poem titled Geralt of Rivia?
I remember who helped me track down the Wild Hunt.
Who?
Letho, Foltest's murderer. I saved his life and he knew where to find the Wild Hunt. I don't know if we rescued Yennefer. So, what happened while I was out?
Loads. You drove off the Fog of Spectres. Henselt learned of the plot against him, and Deathmold lost it completely.
What did you mean when you said the Deathmold's lost it?
Henselt chewed him out for not telling him about the plot. Then he chewed him out again for failing to find the plotters.
Deathmold's an ambitious guy. I can see how the stress might have gotten to him.
That ambitious guy has had every last suspect arrested. Now he's interrogating, torturing, and hanging them.
Yeah, he always goes back to what he does best. Why has Henselt waited to attack?
The Kedweni nobles and officers are holding out for privileges. They want assurances there'll be no treaty with Nilfgaard, and that they'll get lands in the Pontar Valley.
Henselt's agreed.
Not on your life. He blew up. Roared and wailed and called them cowards. Thing is, he can't alienate the nobles completely. It went on for 3 days. Finally, he convinced part of the army, probably promised him a thing or two, and moved against Vergen. The battle's probably just getting underway.
Any news on who might be behind the plot?
They arrested Breitfeld, Kirim of Cairngorm, and Gunnar Bleckenhove and his entourage, but I haven't heard any details. Though I do know where to find the leader of the plotters.
How come?
I've always maintained that brothels are some of the best places under the sun. They're not only great places to...
Get to the point, Dandelion.
I overheard Whistling Wendy talking. Incidentally, don't let her nickname fool you. She's got a beautiful...
Focus, Dandelion.
Haven't the faintest who she was talking to. Never saw his face. But I heard him clearly. Further instructions from the boss. Today, in the hut on the cliff.
Dandelion, there's one more thing.
Tell me.
Your pamphlet. If Deathmold finds out...
Right. We need to get out of here.
You need to get out of here. Quick.
I'm not about to leave you behind, Geralt. Adventure awaits. Kingdoms teeter, plenty of things to write up in ballads.
Damn it, Dandelion, game's over. Can't you see that? When Deathmold finds you, you've got to go. Somewhere far from the Pontar Valley.
All right. I'll do it for you. I'll go to Oxenford, say hello to some of our old friends. But just as soon as this blows over, I'll come looking for you.
I know.
We have unfinished business to take care of. What now, Geralt?
I need to find Sheila and the Kingslayer. Then I need to get my memory back. First, I'm gonna find out who's behind this plot, though I expect I already know.
Think it's Sheila?
Leave, Dandelion. Hide, and I'll see you soon, old friend.
We must rid ourselves of that damned mage, whatever the cost.
If it were that simple, you'd be Viceroy by now.
Mages don't die easily, and you've nothing left to offer us.
3 years ago, you promised financial assistance. We were to convey information and resist Deathmold and his supporters in most matters.
Nothing's changed.
But it has. Foltest and Demoven had their throats slit. Someone, we know not who, wanted to slaughter the unicorn. The situation's fucking tense, and Deathmold's stronger than ever.
More importantly, you've nothing to offer us. The Temerian treasury is closed to you.
Gentlemen, you forget what will happen if the king learns of our dealings.
We'll not be intimidated, Roach. And remember, you speak to nobles.
I've been in Kedwin for 3 days. Travelled through nearby villages and towns, saw old friends, sounded out the mood, asked for news outright. The people of Kedwin detest Deathmold and his thugs. They await the man who would dare to wring his neck.
Someone approaches. Weapons.
Easy there.
What the swiven hell is he doing here?
He woke up and walked over, if I am to guess.
We didn't approve this. How did he know of our meeting?
Something I'd like to know as well. Geralt?
I have my ways. Unimportant.
But it is. If you know, others might know.
Overheard a conversation between Whistling Wendy and one of you gentlemen.
How dare you, freak? I've a wife.
It's shot. It's all shot, Roach. We return to our banners to aid the king in battle. Your plot is done, dissolved, having achieved nothing.
Gentlemen.
How did you ever come to head a conspiracy in a Kedweni camp?
It's a long story. Literally. Foltest and I devised the plan 3 years ago. Shortly after, Henselt burned Sabrina at the stake and appointed Deathmold his advisor. Morale among nobles and officers was low following the failed campaign. We took advantage. I bought them off, gave them political direction. I received information in exchange.
What was your aim?
To sow some ferment. Prevent any alliance with the Black Ones, and generally limit Deathmold's and Henselt's influence.
You were gone 3 days. Been back at the camp? Any idea what's going on there?
I haven't, but continue to get news from those traitors. Who have they arrested?
Dandelion mentioned Brightfelt, Kirim of Caingorn, and...
Not good. Kirim has been one of the plotters since the beginning. He knows me.
Maybe the interrogators have yet to start on him.
Quickly, back to the camp. We need to warn Vess and the others. We've no time!
Halt! No passage! By order of Deathmold.
Finally, you're here!
Where'd everyone go?
They were invited to a banquet.
How do you know?
I saw Deathmold's messenger arrive.
What is this feast?
A celebration. Apparently Deathmold exposed the leader of some conspiracy.
The syphilitic prick.
Where's this banquet taking place?
The camp canteen. But it'll be empty now. Everyone's marched on Vergen.
Quickly.
Finally, you're here. I'll kill the sons of bitches. They'll suffer and die, long and painfully. Kill the Horsens. Every last one.
Vess, are you all right?
Yes.
What happened?
Deathmold invited everyone to a feast. He said the king was grateful that we'd helped reveal the plot. A roast pig and 2 barrels of wine awaited, he said. He said Vernon had just returned from Kedwen. He was to be personally decorated by the king, and I was to be there to see it. The lads went to the canteen, I went to the royal tent. Well, Roach was not in the king's company. Deathmold jumped around like an ape, shouting that they'd all hang as punishment for Flotsam for conspiring.
Vess, what did they do to you?
I begged them. I pleaded. They laughed at me and let me go. Your Majesty, withdraw your order, I beg you. They're normal fighting men who were just following orders. They don't deserve to die. Please, sire, show mercy. They're men of honour. They deserve better.
Honor? Where was your honor when...
Deathmold, leave us.
Your Grace.
What can a whore know of honor? You're a stupid little strumpet, and that is how I shall treat you. You'll behave if you want to see any of your foolish comrades again.
Don't go there, please, Roach. Deathmold expects you to seek vengeance. He awaits it.
He won't need to wait long.
Don't you understand? They hanged the lads to provoke you. You were away. They had a battle to win. They didn't know when you'd return. You cannot go there.
We won't.
We'll follow the army. Kill every Kedwini we meet.
That's suicide.
Plow it all. Everything I loved died in this tent. My country disintegrates. My friends cruelly murdered. I want blood.
As do I. You've no idea how much. I can still smell that swine on me, but I'll not let them win. Attack Henselt now. Among his army, and blood will flow. But it will only be yours.
Vess is right, Roach. Let it go for now.
Fuck! What do you suggest I do?
We'll try to get to Vergen through the ravines. I know a hidden path into the town. With the battle raging, we won't be noticed. We'll find Sheila and get the Kingslayer.
And in the process kill as many Kedwenis as we can.
Vess, can you manage it?
Vess stays. I'll not put her in danger again. And someone must get back to the Percival and its crew. Sail to a nearby cove. We'll need some way to get out of here.
I'll take the boat around the bend past the camp and await you there.
We must head through the ravines. Shit.
Vess is lying.
I can vouch for her with my life.
I can't believe she escaped Deathmold.
What are you suggesting?
Nothing.
First I'll kill Henselt, then Deathmold. Or maybe the other way round. What do you advise?
I advise you to shut up and keep your eyes and ears open. Pleasure comes later.
that beast?
A troll. Watch it. He could break your neck with a single blow.
Do I look like a cow?
Who you? What want?
We're passing through.
Wishes trolls kill. Me kill. Not easy. Run! Old man coming. Old man rip apart you.
Calm down, you silly cow. We're on our way to Vergen.
Where want run, go. This way, not. My home is. Folk in and out. No peace for troll. Bother, bother.
Who does?
Folk.
Geralt, let's end this beast's suffering.
Wait. Who's been bothering you? Try to remember.
Wisha other. Shinehead here come. Fat.
Did you speak to him?
Tried, but he my face. Whack. Old man called. Beat in your missus. He sword show. Blood springs. Old man down. Wounds. Wisha say rush to Lomin.
You mean Lochmuin?
So said. Wisha say rushed. Other he'd take old man's.
You mentioned that already.
Anyone else pass through this way?
Lady came out fog. Awful reeked.
What did she look like?
Humy lady.
Anything more specific?
Head strange. Horns huge.
Sheila.
Say Vergen go. More nothing.
Good to chat. No harm in talking, see?
Sleep I. Run out go.
Sweet dreams.
Old man see, tell not wake me. I want sleep.
Take that.
Thank good homies. Bad dead.
Take care of yourself, troll.
From Gully come. There, my missus. Hersey?
We did, yes.
She. How?
She's all right, but don't wake her or she'll rip your head off.
Dear old bug. Like me she. Live a flesh feed.
Looks like Deathmold's people know about the secret passage too.
Witcher Geralt and Vernon Roach. Now that's some pairing.
Out of our way, Pangretti.
Come on, Roach. You know this is no chance meeting.
You never appear anywhere by chance, always turning up where the pay's best.
You haven't changed a bit. Think you're superior because you wiped the royal arse? Sad. Kill them!
Get a move on, Witcher.
You said you'd got rid of them.
I underestimated them.
You'll pay for my people, you whore's son, for each and every one of them.
So don't underestimate them this time, and never let me down again. The perfect foe for you. Don't chase me, it would be stupid.
That was a good fight. I'd forgotten how well you Witchers do sword in hand. What now?
You murdered my men.
I had nothing to do with it. Wasn't even there. Henselt ordered your men killed. On Deathmold's urging. I'll not ask for your mercy. To tell you the truth, I don't know what I'd do in your position. But should you decide to spare me, you have my word I'll go and stay out of your way.
I'll hold you to your word. Go where you will.
Next time, choose your missions more carefully.
Perhaps it's time to rest. Got a woman in Tredegar, Julia. She's expecting.
You knocked up pretty kitty. Oh, congratulations, Pangrid. I give her my regards.
Thanks, Witcher. I won't be needing this anymore. Take it. Farewell to you both.
See you next time a war rolls around.
opened through the tunnels.
But they tried.
Glad you knocked it out of their heads. So good to see you. Where's Dandelion?
Headed west. Walks
Maybe how it crossed this time.
Hansel.
Ha! Hensel's supposed to get booked bare-assed and all. Dandelion could have stayed.
Zoltan, Vergen will fall. Get out of here while you can.
Oh, there'll be nothing dwarven about that. Leaving my mates!
Just don't get killed.
Don't get killed yourself, you divot. As soon as Vergen's victorious, I'll find Dandelion. I owe him that much. Incidentally, what are you doing here?
We've got some unfinished business with Hansel.
We all have unfinished business with that Jesuit.
Is he leading the army himself?
He wouldn't have it any other way.
We're looking for Sheila de Townsend.
Got a flash of a noble arse, but only briefly. Staying in the house of that other socialist. What's her name? That's it. The screwy hell of that fellow.
Where's the house?
It's the furthest to the north. Shortest way is across the village. Listen, she has a secret passage extending beyond the city walls.
Thanks.
One more thing. It's around this way. We showed up at the town hall with a handful of squirrels. Help them.
There's the bridge. Let's go. Fuck!
Still alive?
Go around. We'll meet at Philippa's house.
Damn you. See you in long lead. You're late.
Where are they?
No idea.
Tell me, or I'll...
Don't make me laugh. You wouldn't let me out of here alive anyway.
A soothsayer now.
Kill him! Kill him!
For the king! You can certainly fence. It seems I've met my match. You've won the battle, but lost the war. The city's in my hands.
And you're in mine.
For the good of the Temerian crown, Vernon Roche is prepared to do anything. If needed, he becomes a murderer and requires others to do the same. Bernard Laredo had only disdain for the world, gave it nothing but suffering. I helped Roche, joined him and his people, and I had to face another choice. Killing the commander of a forgotten trading post is not the same as killing a king. Even if both are murderers and rapists.
Vernon Roach, Temerian cockerel of the Blue Stripes, what will you do with me?
You know perfectly well.
You won't kill me. You wouldn't dare. I'm the King of Kedwin and soon of Lawmark. The North won't survive without me. I've won. Do you know why I rushed into battle? Do you? I had to resolve it before Loch Muin.
He's playing for time. Let's kill him.
Wait. Tell us, King. What's going to happen in Loch Muin?
A new world order, new borders. Everything will change. All the kings and princes of the North will be there. Do you know the old saying? He who controls the Pontar Valley controls the North.
Have the mages been invited?
It's their idea. They want to revive the Council and Conclave. They want to regain their rights and privileges, their place in society. What tripe? I've outsmarted them all. I'll be the one to dictate treaties. I'll show them who's ruler.
You had my men killed.
Of course I had them killed. What do you do with spies in Temeria? Give them awards?
None of those hanged were part of the plot. Only me.
You know the saying, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Your villainy knows no bounds.
What do you call villainy? The fact that I've made Ketwen stronger than ever? You fool! I'm the last ruler of the North whom Nilfgaard must respect. And it will. Witcher, reason with him.
Are murder and rape royal virtues of the New Order too?
Every wench dreams of being ploughed by a king.
And Vess?
Did she complain to you? I thought she liked it. She squeaked like an unoiled hinge.
I'm leaving you two alone.
Squeaky hinge. Funny. Very funny.
You wouldn't dare.
Enough of this ploughing chatter. Someone needs to die, and I'll sleep better for it.
I am Henselt of Ardcarreg, the last of the unicorns. I won't beg for mercy.
Look me in the eyes.
Go on! Take your revenge!
A flea has bitten a lion.
Henselt. Only we know what happened here. Well, and Henselt. The sooner we forget it, the better.
I'll erase it from my memory.
Sheila teleported herself to Loch Muin.
Where there's Sheila, there's Letho. The murderers are gathering for their peace talks.
We have to be there.
Sheila de Tanserville. I'd sensed from the start that some dark mystery lay behind that cold countenance. Following the demise of the Council and Conclave, there was no one left to keep the mages in line. But regicide? Why? What was this all about? It seemed these questions would be answered at Loch Muin, an ancient city amidst mountains, the remnants of the civilization of the Vrans, whose dusk had come long ago. And you would be right to ask, why did you not set out for Loch Muin, Master Dandelion? Your humble servant and chronicler was forced to flee the Pontar Valley, as he very well might have paid with his life for his heroic stand against King Henselt. And to allow oneself to be humbly slaughtered, consigning to oblivion this account of incredible events, would be a grave transgression against the arts and letters. Yet forever feeling a vast, shared responsibility for the fates of the North, I dispatched to Loch Muin my faithful and capable friend, Geralt of Rivia. Have I mentioned his disdain for politics? Well, it was at Loch Muin where he could finally give vent to it.
Has Radovid's messenger been by?
Yes, sir.
And what did he say?
Temeria cannot survive. The kingdom will be divided. The nobles are riled. Constable Natalis stands on shaky ground.
The loyal old Natalis will get kicked in the ass. How predictable.
They nearly reached an agreement, but without Foltest's daughter, it didn't work out.
Perfect. Are the quarters ready?
There is a little problem.
Then we must look at this problem. There's no door.
We can't lock her in a doorless cell.
I can see that, you fool. Out of my way. Uncle Deathmold will cast a tiny spell on your little house. Versa anem. We won't let that naughty Natalis get you. Clear up in here. This is Loch Muin, not a bloody pigsty.
Oh, bollocks, Geralt. Marshal Raupenegg was a cruel, bloodthirsty prick, true. But the times were different.
He had his men murder every last elf in Loch Muin.
For years, Yorveth and his ilk have been using that banner to wipe their asses clean of the shit they do. In wartime, a commander's forced to make all kinds of decisions. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and I'm sure it lay really heavily on Raupenegg's conscience.
Bollocks again. I've already admitted he was a prick. Are you defending the Enshe? They've got barrels of blood on their hands as well. With the Vrans gone, we had to safeguard this source of the power, safeguard this historic city. Huh, elven drivel. Heaps of lizard-like bones were found in nearby caves, all bearing traces of sword cuts. Think what you will. I'm more interested in the city's current inhabitants.
Why am I worried you're going to do something really stupid once we get there?
Above all, I'll find the cure to my suffering.
Deathmold was just a pawn in Henselt's hands.
Deathmold is a bloody murderer, and Henselt was a king. A king I killed. He didn't believe I'd do it till the very end. Nor did I. It's not something I want to discuss again. I don't know if I'll ever strike those images from my mind, but I know I don't want to talk about it.
Taking revenge on Deathmold won't change a thing.
Oh, but it will. The ghosts of my comrades will drink to my health. The Blue Stripes were more than a fighting force. I selected and trained those men myself. True, good days and bad.
Shit, you stink.
They weren't even given a chance to die in combat.
You also lost your king, Vernon. Don't forget why you embarked on this mission.
I haven't. If Letho and Sheila are in Loch Muin, they'll never leave it alive. Knights of the Order.
This is the last place I'd expect to see Knights of the Flaming Rose.
They're here with Radovid. After losing their foothold in Temeria, they rebuilt their position at the Redanian court. You best stay out of sight. You never know with those bigots.
Yeah, we also had a little disagreement recently. They could be holding a grudge.
I'll explain that your presence in Loch Muin is necessary.
What now? What can we expect to see in the city?
Separate camps, buffer zones, and frequent patrols. Well, that's how it should be organized if those mages from the Conclave have any sense.
Another area of your expertise.
The Peace of Sintra was signed on April the 2nd, and all around was quiet, calm, and orderly. If you don't count Henselt's roars and the all-night festivities of the Mahakam Volunteer Army. And the common folk were positively thrilled with the parade that followed. Yet, not one of those fuckers even knew that I, and a few others like me, spent a week poring over the city map and devising a way to keep those crowned idiots separate, just in case one decided to deal the next blow in a long-standing feud. In any case, I hope to see something similar here.
Relax. The mages want royal gold. They'll make sure all the sources of financing remain alive and present, at least until the inevitable quarrel over the Pontar Valley breaks out.
Well, we'll see if there is indeed a way where there's a will. If we're separated, we'll meet up again in the main square.
Fine.
Vernon Roach, in the service of the Kingdom of Temeria.
Pass through then.
One more thing, the Witcher...
Halt! And who might you be?
That's Geralt of Rivia, the man I mentioned.
So you did. Question is, where's the truth in all this? Everyone says the Witcher killed Foltest. You're the only one claiming he didn't.
Vernon is pathologically honest. It's his main flaw.
Your sense of humor's still intact, I see. Shame it's just awkward, given the situation.
What exactly are you doing here?
That's none of your concern. Be along with you.
Looks like Radovid doesn't believe the peace talks will end peacefully.
You can be sure of one thing. Not a soul is to be trusted in this city.
Not a soul to be trusted any time, anywhere, period.
We need to assess the situation. Whoever stationed the knights at Loch Muin's gates is likely to know the most and to have the upper hand.
Geralt the Rivian!
I'm going to the Redanian camp. If you want to look around, I'll meet you near Radovid's headquarters.
All right.
Whoa! So many crowned heads in one place. You must be pleased.
You have it coming.
Is a witcher a kind of sorcerer?
Morning, men. Morning, Commander.
Hell's bells, who do we have here? Witcher Geralt, the seeker of square coins.
What do you want?
Last time Zivik stuck his nose in. This time, he's not around. Fight!
Know what attention means, you fool? Where are you from? You've got shoulders for brains. At ease. We all serve the Emperor, be it in Nilfgaard or here. We serve him faithfully and effectively. If anyone gives me reason to doubt me...
Get you, snitch!
Don't try this again.
Aye, Commander.
Do well by the Emperor, and the Emperor will do well by you. You shan't regret it. Long live the Emperor! Formation! Forward march!
I'm collecting information about the Wild Hunt. Help me out?
The Wild Hunt? A retinue of wraiths who speed across the heavens upon skeletal horses. Positive proof of its existence has yet to be proffered. However, no one is prepared to deny its occasional sorties into this world.
Proffered? Sorties?
That, at least, is what I remember from the lectures.
How are things?
You're either very unobservant or very rude. I thought I'd meet some of my colleagues from years past, chat with them and reminisce, but they all turn their heads away and treat me like air.
Mages aren't known for being polite.
You're telling me. They threw me out of Banard the first chance they got. Must have beaten the Chancellor one too many times. They've all forgotten me and I believe I've had enough. I'm getting rid of the grimoires and amulets. I don't want anything to do with mages.
I'd like to cast an eye at those if you don't mind.
Sure. Cast both if you want.
Anything on the wild hunt in your collection?
I'd avoid the topic altogether. Nothing good has ever come to those who have delved.
I'll take my chances. I need to know why the wraiths carry off youths. What happens to them?
This knowledge has never been recorded, which does not mean it cannot be acquired.
Well, I'd like to acquire it.
In the chasms beneath Loch Muin, there is a sword that once belonged to an elf from the parallel world.
And nobody's gone to look for it?
There are mages who seek it still, but the sword is well concealed. They say he who handles it will understand the essence of the wild hunt. Could that be true, though? I'll not have you loitering around here.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black cat! And the bat! The owl!
It's a brazen attack! King Radovid will learn of this.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together! It's you.
This would never happen if the Conclave still existed.
And if Grandma had a star.
We must protest with all our power.
Shut up.
Natalis?
Interrex John Natalis. He is regent.
He's a general.
Barbarian.
Are you thirsty or hungry? Please, help yourself.
We're dangerous and armed. With your
Hello.
Greetings.
Here to see the show. It's cancelled, indefinitely. We're now in the services sector.
What service do you provide?
I was once a good swordsmith, or at least it looked like I might be. A riot came through, took my workshop with it, but the skill remained. I actually prefer swallowing swords to hammering them, but that upsets my wife.
Give her my best.
You can do so yourself. She's Ilona, the bearded she-elf.
Ah, and how's life with a bearded she-elf?
Pretty normal. We don't generally bring our work home with us.
Welcome. I'm Ilona, the bearded she-elf.
Bearded?
Don't be a child. We came here to perform, but this place is a circus in itself. Nobody's interested in us, so we're on to plan B. Trade.
What do you sell?
Food. Fresh. Very good. You want to buy something, or are you waiting for my beard to grow out?
Fine, I'll bite. Show me your beard. I'll pay your full performance fee.
That'll be 200 orans. Bye. Prepare for your final lesson.
Final?
But I'll help.
Please, help yourself.
This will be a practical object lesson. Learn what a sorceress can never.
The absence of certain people is telling. The absence of others, downright astounding.
Triss Merigold is said to be coming, if late. Sabrina Gleverson, well.
And Hugh of Scar? I know.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Get out
Shatter
of
your
here.
towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black cat! And the bat, the owl, and the rat!
I'm Geralt.
Brass of Banard. I remember you from Thanad. I believe I saw you in Oxenfurt, too.
Seems we only ever meet on Elvenland.
Indeed. But I suspect you're not here to chat about elven ruins.
On the contrary, I find elven ruins interesting.
Do you really? Elven works are not half as interesting as gnomish ones.
But even ruined, Loch Muin is impressive. It must have been beautiful in the times of the First Conclave.
Everything was better before the war, as they say. The sources, those children that old Geoffrey Monk brought here to train in the magic arts, must have walked around gaping at all they saw.
Somehow I just can't imagine Hen Gedimdeath as a small gawking boy.
You met him? Ah, right, on Thanad. His death was a terrible loss. Terrible. You see, Geralt, everyone complains about how the world is taking a turn for the worse.
Values are being compromised. The small is dislodging the great.
Exactly. But the events on Thanad truly marked the end of an era. The world grew up, losing its virginity in a rape.
What use are masters of magic and legendary heroes to a grown-up world?
They're of no use. That's the point. Today, people manage perfectly well without mages, witches, and heroes.
Yet not everyone understands that, and not everyone likes it.
You're so clever, you'll get in trouble. We'd best change the subject.
Actually, I'm here because of your weapon expertise.
I'm no expert.
You're the best swordsmith among mages.
I'm more interested in the cultural relics of other races, actually.
I'm going to need a solid cultural relic in my hand.
I guess the circumstances require haste.
Tell me what you know about those gargoyles that are bothering you.
They were servants of the mages who once lived in Loch Muin. The mages left, but the gargoyles remained behind. They're still lethal. The quarters they guard are simply inaccessible.
I'm interested in the Wild Hunt. Any chance you know something about it?
No, birds are not exactly my speciality.
Thanks. Tell me what you know about those gargoyles that are bothering you.
They were servants of the mages who once lived in Loch Muin. The mages left, but the gargoyles remained behind. They're still lethal. The quarters they guard are simply inaccessible.
Leave the royal courts! Pour venom into rulers' ears no more!
Yes.
Let's play dice.
You must first defeat my teacher. He's a master of magic, but grossly my inferior when it comes to dice.
I don't believe you killed Foltest.
I didn't.
But a bounty is a bounty. I'm sure you understand. As a professional, it's nothing personal.
One more windbag.
His head! I must have proof!
Damn it!
Morning, men.
Morning, Commander.
Company fall in. Tension! Know what attention means, you fool?
Aye, sir.
Where are you from?
From Verka, Commander.
You've got sawdust for brains, you bumpkin.
Aye, sir.
At ease! We all serve the Emperor, be it in Nilfgaard or here. Semper Fi! We serve him faithfully and effectively. If anyone gives me reason to doubt this,
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black cat! And the bat, the owl, and the rat!
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
Leave the room! Pour venom into rulers' ears no more. It's not too late to repent. Flog your lecherous bodies.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their presence.
Your Excellency knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentrics.
My dear Councillor, northern business should truly remain northern.
I don't want anything to do with you.
Greetings.
Here to see the show. It's cancelled, indefinitely. We're now in the services sector.
What service do you provide?
I was once a good swordsmith, or at least it looked like I might be. A riot came through, took my workshop with it, but the skill remained. I actually prefer swallowing swords to hammering them, but that upsets my wife.
Give her my best.
You can do so yourself. She's Alona, the bearded she-elf.
Ah, and how's life with a bearded she-elf?
Pretty normal. We don't generally bring our work home with us. Come back and see the show one day.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final?
But... Welcome. I'm Alona, the bearded she-elf.
Bearded?
Don't be a child. We came here to perform, but this place is a circus in itself. Nobody's interested in us, so we're on to plan B. Trade.
What do you sell?
Food. Fresh. Very good. You want to buy something, or are you waiting for my beard to grow out? I'll have no discussion. This will be a practical object lesson. You'll learn what a sorceress can never agree to under any circumstances.
What does your Excellency make of John?
A truly masterful stroke. I wonder who's behind it.
Hello.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final?
But I'll have no discussion.
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis. He is regent.
Hard to believe. He's a general.
Geralt.
Brass of Banard. I remember you from Thanad. I believe I saw you in Oxenford, too.
Seems we only ever meet on Elven land.
Indeed. But I suspect you're not here to chat about Elven ruins.
the contrary. I find elven ruins interesting.
Do you really? Elven works are not half as interesting as gnomish ones.
But even ruined, Loch Muin is impressive. It must have been beautiful in the times of the First Conclave.
Everything was better before the war, as they say. The sources, those children that old Geoffrey Monk brought here to train in the magic arts, must have walked around gaping at all they saw.
Somehow I just can't imagine Hen Giddimdeath as a small gawking boy.
You met him? Ah, right, on Thanedd. His death was a terrible loss. Terrible. You see, Geralt, everyone complains about how the world is taking a turn for the worse.
Values are being compromised. The small is dislodging the great.
Exactly. But the events on Thanedd truly marked the end of an era. The world grew up, losing its virginity in a rape.
What use are masters of magic and legendary heroes to a grown-up world?
They're of no use. That's the point. Today, people manage perfectly well without mages, witches, and heroes.
Yet not everyone understands that, and not everyone likes it.
You're so clever, you'll get in trouble. We'd best change the subject.
Actually, I'm here because of your weapon expertise.
I'm no expert.
You're the best swordsmith among mages.
I'm more interested in the cultural relics of other races, actually.
I'm going to need a solid cultural relic in my hand.
I guess the circumstances require haste.
Tell me what you know about those gargoyles that are bothering you.
They were servants of the mages who once lived in Loch Muin. The mages left, but the gargoyles remain behind. They're still lethal. The quarters they guard are simply inaccessible.
Shatter your towers and crystal balls. Break your wands. Yeah! Yeah!
Hey. At your service.
I don't believe you killed Foltest.
I didn't.
But a bounty is a bounty. I'm sure you understand. As a professional. It's nothing personal.
One more windbag.
I must have truth! but one man, damn it! Not his head! I must have proof!
Hey! Watch it!
Huh. Cade Mill. Where do you think you're going?